Hey everyone, my name's Melissa Strange and welcome to another episode of For the Love of Drag. Today we're going to be talking about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 2, episode number 2, and it was Snatch Game, and who doesn't love a good Snatch Game? This episode starts off with after Coco's elimination, when the girls all find out that if Tatiana had won the lip sync against Roxy, she as well would have sent home Coco. It's gonna be real darn interesting when we find out the first queen to have been like, if this queen won, this person would have gone home, because of that dynamic is gonna be crazy. Do they have to reveal it? I think that they do. This is so cool. So the queens are around a table and they're all discussing the critiques of the night, and they all feel like Adore really got the harshest critique, and Adore is very upset about it. Alaska says had she have won the lip sync, she would have probably sent home Fifi. I don't know if she was joking or not, because I didn't think Fifi did very well. And then beautiful Pokeroo walks into the room and reveals that it is Snatch Game All-Stars, hashtag Snatch Game All-Stars. There's 3 queens though that need to prove themselves, probably more than others, because they had Snatch fails on their seasons. And that is Detox, Alyssa, and Fifi. The 3 of them were some hot messes, and not in the good way, during their Snatch games. So Ru comes into the workroom to do her usual walkthrough and check on what everybody's planning to do for the Snatch game, and she starts with Adore, and Adore looks a wreck. Adore is puffy-eyed, red eyes, crying, just a mess. And so Ru says and gives her praise on her Anna Nicole from her season, and then Ru is like, Adore, what's wrong? Like, why are you upset? What's going on? And then Adore explains that based on the critique from Michelle, she just doesn't feel like she should be there. She has so much to prove, but they just don't understand who she is, and that she thinks she wants to leave the competition. Ru's pretty shocked by what Adore is saying. I mean, Adore agreed to come on to All-Stars. She is an All-Star. She's so talented, and he's kind of shocked to see that she's just ready to throw in the towel. But Adore seems to have had her mind made up, and she's ready to go home. Ru says, is there anything I can say or do to keep you here? And Adore says no, and then Ru just says, listen, can you please go talk to Michelle and see if the 2 of you can hash this out? Ru then next goes to Alaska, and Alaska again is just disappointed that this is what's happening. She doesn't want Adore to quit. Ru tells Alaska that he also doesn't want Adore to quit, and that he hopes that she figures this out, but this is her own saboteur doing this to her. So Adore is talking to Michelle outside, and it is sad and intense. Adore explains to Michelle that her critique really did hurt her on a personal level, because they have worked together so much since Adore was on season 6, and she just feels like now that there's this dynamic change, it's just messing with Adore, and she's not ready to go through an entire season of this. So Michelle apologizes to Adore and tells her she does not want her to leave the competition, and that she's scared that Adore is just very upset right now. Like, these shows are like a weekly thing, but the show is filmed like back to back to back to back, like every single day they're doing something. So this critique and stuff clearly happened like the day before, and she hasn't even had like a full 24 hours to process everything and stuff. So Michelle's like, girl, don't go home. Adore, stay. We love you. Don't go. I'm sorry. But like, this is the competition. I'm here to judge. I'm not here to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying to give you the most I can. And Adore is just like, I can't do this. Like, it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel right. Back in the workroom, Ru keeps doing her roundabouts, and she tells the queens that the guest celebrity judge people for the Snatch game is going to be Raven and Jujubee from season 2. And then Adore walks back into the workroom. She tells her sister queens that she is going to leave the competition, and everyone just looks gutted and shocked that this is going to happen. Like, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. This is their second opportunity of a lifetime, and she's just ready to go. And there were so many queens that would literally chop off a leg to be on RuPaul's Drag Race, and she's ready to quit. Like, she said she would come back on the show, and so they're all kind of like, what are you doing? And they have a group hug and all this. You can tell Alaska's really bummed about it. Detox is like, you know, okay, I'm sad, we're sisters, but like, bye girl, bye, and now I'm closer to the crown. It's just a really sad situation. And what's sadder is that in this past damn week leading up to it, every single clown on the internet is all up on it, spoiling everything and telling all of us that Adore was going to leave. So it was like, I couldn't even really enjoy the first half of this damn episode waiting for her to leave, because I'm like, well, I know what's gonna happen. I avoided for like the past 6 months checking anything that would give me any clue as to what happened this season. And then all y'all gotta comment and stuff. Not on my video. Thank you all for being so respectful of my wishes, and I'm gonna continue that wish for the rest of the season. Do not post spoilers in my comments. I do not want people watching this video to go down into the comments and read spoilers or leave spoilers. I want you to leave honest opinions and feelings about what's going on in the season. No spoilers, none of this nonsense of ruining it for each other. We are fans of this show, and I do not want it ruined. You want it ruined? Go on Reddit. Do not go on my comment section and comment any of this shit. One person did, and I deleted it right away, but other people commented on comments I made other places saying, oh, Adore leaves next week. It's like, you know what? No, stop. I'm so upset with these people for doing this, and I'm upset that Adore left, but you know, it's her own decision, and I thought that the critique was hard last week on her. Personally, I'd rather see her drop out and be a happy person than stay in it and be miserable and possibly wreck her career. What if her staying in this competition made it that her career went downhill because she just beat herself up? She already thought that in season 6 she wasn't authentically herself, which was kind of hurting her. We all were like, she's an underdog, but truthfully it was like, no, she's kind of hiding who she is because the judges are telling her to be one thing and everyone's like, no, this is what you're supposed to be. I'm so sad about Adore, but you know, it was her decision. I hope that she doesn't regret it. So the queens are almost ready for their Snatch game time, and then Fifi's going around kind of getting in everyone's head. She tells Alyssa that her Joan Crawford is to Alyssa, and then she goes and tells Roxy that her Sofia Vergara isn't Sofia Vergara enough. That's not cool. Stop trying to get in your sister's heads. It's gonna flip back on you. And so it's Snatch game time. I'm not gonna go into depth with every question that they did, but I'm gonna tell you what each queen was and what I thought of their performance overall. So for Snatch game, Ginger Minj did Tammy Faye Baker, and I thought she did great. Alaska did Mae West, and I thought she was brilliant. Katya did Bjork, and it was bubbly, genius, and just crazy brilliant. Fifi did Teresa Caputo, and I thought at first it was okay, but then it felt kind of repetitive. Alyssa's Joan Crawford was hilarious. I thought Detox's Nancy Grace was okay. Tatiana's Ariana Grande was, well, it fell flat. And then in a last minute switch, Roxy decided to go, instead of doing Sofia Vergara, she went and did Alaska. And I'd like to ask her why, because A, she got the damn Alaska references wrong. She didn't even really talk like Alaska. Alaska's very like, like there's so many things that you can do for Alaska between like that sound with your voice, or she has so many damn song quotes, and she got it wrong. And I was like, how do you get this Alaska quote wrong? What did she say? If you're not wearing wigs, you're not doing drag? 2 songs, 2 different songs. That is, if you're not wearing nails, you're not doing drag. And it's, this is my hair, I don't wear wigs. This is my hair, I don't wear wigs. Come on. Come on. How did you, aren't you her friend? You don't know her damn hits? Come on. If you're gonna do the queen, know the queen. She's sitting right there. And the Snatch game ended with Jujubee doing a wig reveal that then transformed her into Shangela. So I guess Shangela was playing the Snatch game as Jujubee or something. I was so confused. I was like, she's back. Hallelujah, she's back. And now it is elimination day, and it is latex extravaganza. Tatiana was feeling some deja vu from season 2 with her Raven and Jujubee sisters up there when they were doing the Snatch game. And a lot of the queens are pointing out that maybe a lot of people don't know who Tatiana is because she was in season 2. She was the original Snatch game season, and this is a good opportunity for her to get some new fans. It's time for the runway, and Ru is rocking with her pink hair and her pink dress, her pretty and pink party girl look. Ah, I love it. I love seeing Ru with the colorful hair. Damn. Ru can literally pull off anything. It's amazing. As for their latex extravaganza look, I thought that Fifi's hair was really nice, but I honestly did not understand what this was about. What is this? How is a rubber duck necklace extravaganza? I don't understand. I really don't. Roxy was looking like a goddess. Katya was serving up some synchronized swimming realness. Last week she did her gymnastics, now it's synchronized swimming. I think she's smart. She just picked a topic like Olympics and is just going through all the sports of the Olympics and is just basing her looks off of that. And it's genius how, like, there's so many sports in the Olympics. What's she gonna do next? table tennis. Tatiana's look to me looked like I was walking down the main street here, Yonge Street, and I walked past by one of them leather shops, and she pointed to the mannequin and said, "I will take that," because she heard that she was going to need a leather look for the race. Like, it literally looked like it was straight off of a mannequin and onto her body. Alaska looked amazing. I mean, damn. It was just, to me, it wasn't so Alaska. It was a little bit different. She gave us something different, something new. I loved it. I thought it was freaking beautiful. I thought Ginger Minge looked great, but I also thought that her latex wasn't as like tight to her body. It was more like flowy. It almost looked like silk while she was walking. It didn't look like latex. And then you had Detox slaying it, Miss Glamazonian latex warrior. And Rue announces that both Alyssa and Ginger are safe for this week. So after the critiques, Rue announces that both Katya and Alaska are the winners of this week and that they will be the ones lip syncing for their legacy. Fifi is safe and that Detox, Roxy, and Tatiana are in the bottom 3. So it's time for the backstage deliberation, and you've kind of got this Rolaska Talks thing happening, and you also have Tatiana feeling like, damn, Rolaska Talks, I'm totally going home. And then you have Katya, who's just like a power hungry monster, and she's just loving it. So Alaska and Katya both have like meetings with the bottom queens, and all of them kind of are saying the same thing. They're saying that they don't think they should be on the bottom, or they're saying that they have a lot left to offer. They're here to prove something and they don't feel like they've proven it yet, so they don't want to go. They're all literally saying the same thing. Detox is kind of like, I don't even think I should be in the bottom. Like, I had the best look on the runway. Why the heck am I in the bottom? And it's lip sync time, and oh my gosh, I watched it like 5 times. Rewind, rewind, rewind. So good. Alaska and Katya were making me laugh. That's the best thing about these lip syncs, when you can do the lip sync and you just are so you. So of course Alaska won. Her and her kitten heels took the crown in the 10K and had to eliminate someone, and Alaska stuck with her Alaska Talks, and she decided to eliminate Tatiana. Backstage, when Tatiana hears the TV thing go beep beep and it's time for her to know that Rue is on the screen or whatever, she looks gagged, shocked, stunned. She was clearly not expecting it, but she is ready to come back into this competition and frickin' slay. So last week on For the Love of Drag, I told you guys to leave me a comment down below about what you thought about this episode, and then I would pick one of your comments and discuss it with all y'all. I'm gonna do that again every week, so make sure once again you leave me a comment down below about what you thought about this episode. This week's comment is from Cam's Moving Sketchbook, and Cam's Moving Sketchbook says, "After this episode, there was a part of me that wondered if I even wanted a door there. Not because she doesn't deserve to be, but out of fear of watching that poor queen spend her entire time getting the Chanel treatment. I'd love to see a door, but not if it means having to watch her willingly hand them the satisfaction of shooting her down. It crushed me to see a tearful Adore say, 'I wrote that song.' It was almost as if she witnessed them ball it up, stomp on it, spit on it, then say, 'Fuck the song, you look like shit.'" Now, the reason why I picked this comment is I 100% agree with everything that you said in this comment, first and foremost. Second, last week they tore Adore over the way she looked. They didn't really praise her on her performance. Correct or incorrect? I think that is correct. It was mostly based on her look. Tonight though, they put somebody like Detox, whose look was amazing, in the bottom, and her Snatch game wasn't that bad, but they kept Fifi safe. I thought Fifi's look was literal garbage. I'm sorry, Fifi. I know you're trying. Totally, I thought your hair was great, but your actual look made no sense. You wore a latex bathing suit on the main stage of All Stars Drag Race with fucking rubber ducks tied to your damn neck. I'm sorry, girl, but this is not All-Star anything. The fuck is this? That look was garbage. So based on last time and the way that they sent Adore to tears because of the way she looked, and they let you go off safe, I don't think that's cool at all. That really kind of bothered me, and I'm sorry that you were the one. I'm sure there was somebody else, like Tatiana, she wasn't dressed the best, but she was dressed better than you. I think Fifi should have gone home tonight. So I'm really curious to see who Katya was going to pick had she have won, because I don't think it would have been Tatiana, because this is the thing. Tatiana, like, I mean, her look wasn't that great and her Snatch game wasn't that great, but last week she did really well. And then you have Roxy, who also did really well last week. She won last week, and her look wasn't like the best, and her Snatch game wasn't the best. And like, so she was in the bottom. And Detox was like, her look was really good, but her Snatch game again was just okay. And like, I thought that Fifi's Snatch game was just okay, and that her look wasn't very great. So I think that maybe Fifi should have been in the bottom instead of Detox. Because if you're telling me that the most talented freaking singer of Drag Race, Adore, last week got put in the bottom too because her performance was good, but her damn look was bad, but this week you have somebody whose performance was just okay, and their look was bad, and then last week Fifi's performance wasn't very good? What is going on? I think you're right to say that they kind of spat on her song and just judged her on her looks, and that's not cool. And I also agree with you. If that's how it was going to be for her, I think that Adore made the right choice to leave this competition. And thank you so much, Cam's Moving Sketchbook, for that great comment. So thanks for watching this video, everyone. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm going to post one of these videos every single Friday following RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 2 episode. Hit the like button before you leave. Once again, everyone, my name is Melissa Strange, and until next time, stay strange.